Hello everyone, welcome back. I know it's been a pretty long time since I made a video, but I was busy. There's a lot of personal stuff. We moved, noticed the wall was blue now instead of white. And, graduated high school and all that. Got a job. And yeah, that's basically been my life for the little while that I haven't been making videos. But yeah, I decided to finally get back to it. Stop shaking. Continues to shake. There we go. And those of you who saw the poll, saw the options, really surprised Tarn didn't get a vote. That's a really solid figure. But, well, all of them are solid figures. And I did not expect to like this guy as much as I did, and apparently to everyone else too. Everyone else that voted. So yes, this is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Transformers Party Wallop. Some crossover, we got the Top Gun one, Back to the Future, Jurassic Park. I only got the Top Gun and Back to the Future. And this guy, this is a fun figure. Yeah, pretty nice little van mode, little party wagon. It's got all the little doodads and whatnot on it. And focus. Yeah, it's got the guns. These are blast compatible, blast effect compatible, and yeah. So far, for features in party wagon mode, I mean, it rolls. It's a toy car. These can move. These can actually come off, which I really don't find that surprising. But what I do find surprising is these weren't detached, but this was. So this comes off. It's a little 3mm clip or port. Just plugs in right there. Sorry about that, folks. One of the legs on my stand just popped off. And yeah, so all these are separate pieces. This comes detached in the packaging. These move up and down, that far up, and that far down. But yeah, all the weapons do store, as you can see. The only ones that you really got to take off for robot and vehicle mode are the katanas, Leo's katanas. That's not where the size are supposed to store in robot mode, but that's kind of where I leave them. They're just kind of out of the way. And then Donnie and Mikey's nunchuck and staff are inside. But yeah. But while fiddling around with this, I noticed this would make a great animated bulkhead, a legacy animated bulkhead figure, if Hasbro were to decide to do that. I saw someone do a Digibash with this, and it looked pretty good. Although I do wish they would kind of, if they were to do that, kind of bulk it up. Because not only would it make a decent bulkhead, but the transformation is already very similar. But yeah, so it's kind of it. Oh, and this is not a spare wheel. It is your emergency stash of pepperoni pizza. So yeah, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's got these two little nubs, so it doesn't slide around. Yeah, see it right there. So it doesn't roll around while it's in there. And then plug that right back on, and boom. Yeah, like I said, this is a fun little figure. So, for reference of size, here's a normal Lego minifigure. So, got Marty McFly. Here's a regular Mega Blocks, Mega Constructs, UNSC soldier. In case anyone has any of the Mega Blocks, Mega Constructs, Ninja Turtle figures. You know, it'd probably still scale pretty well. And for random size comparison, vehicle mode size comparison, here is Iron Factory's collector, aka their IDW pipes. So yeah. Oop. Oop. There we go. So about the only thing left to do is transform it. Where to start? So best place to probably start is start with these panels right here. Oh wait, before we do anything, got to take these off. The katanas just plug into these slots right here with these tabs. They use the same tabs in robot mode. But where was I? Oh yeah. So kind of just pick these up and fold it in on itself. If I remember correctly, they snap in. Nope, they do not. There we go, and then get the wheel kind of folded around right here. There we go. Yeah, so a lot of these, like, when you're like unfolding it, like these right here, they have like locking points and tabs. See? Ooh, wait, like right here. See? But going back into vehicle mode, it kind of makes things difficult because you don't really have enough room. Pardon me. You really don't have enough room to like snap it in there. So it just wants to bounce back. But good news is these long panels right here kind of hold it down. And then open these up. Right now it's kind of just undoing it. It's kind of a shell former, gonna be honest. But it's a fun shell former. And then kind of get the back of the roof off right here. And then we can go ahead and, oh wait, gotta make sure this comes undone. Kind of, it should do it on its way down. So bring the legs down, there we go. There we go, the whole hip and waist. Just go ahead and take that off before it falls off and I lose it. And then these kind of just sit in place. Yeah, there we go. Right there. Right on the knee hinge. One side kind of sits in better than the other. Flip out the heel spurs. Those snap into place too. And then fold in the wheels. Got our tall lad. Behold TMNT Gerwalk mode. Gonna have to start raising it. There we go, readjusted the camera. Now we can actually see what we're doing. Now we're right. Alright. This is the part that mostly reminds me of Bulkhead. Oh, and there's some tabs inside the shell that hook into these shoulder pads or kind of sit in there. So kind of just get that out of there, bring the arms out, see, these right here. There's Donnie's staff. And then just fold these up on top of the staff. Flip the arm, or hands right, one's tighter than the other. Bring the arms down and then swing the shoulder pads around. And then bring this down. But before we do anything with that, bring the head up. If you can get your finger in there. It's kind of hard because his head is round, so it doesn't, finger really doesn't grip. It kind of just slides off. And then the top section of the roof will plug into the back of the neck right there. There's some tabs in here. right here in the yellow part of the van, that kind of tabs in there, but when you push, all that really does is kind of just push it forward. So that's that. Yeah, see, doesn't work too well. Make sure it's actually in there. Nope, it is not. Hard to do it through a camera. There we go. Bring the little guns up, bring up the... I don't know what these are. I never watched the original Ninja Turtles. And that's it. That is Party Wallop in robot mode. And he is a chunky, bulky boy. Like I said, already a great platform for bulkhead. Front of the van-shaped vehicle as the chest. Arms go from the back and swing around. You know, change it up here and there, you know, make it less turtly. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Head sculpt's pretty good. This isn't, so it comes with alternate head pieces. This is my least favorite just because it looks more like a frog than a turtle, in my opinion. But yeah, and to finish off the look, so the katanas do store on the back right here in these little tabs. Right there. And right there. I said right there. Right there. Come on. Come on. Nope, that was too high. There we go. And then the size can either go right here on the thigh where I usually keep them, or where they're supposed to go right here on the little skirts. There's a tab on either side, doesn't matter which one you put or which way it goes. Same goes for the swords. There's Mikey's nunchucks. Go right there. I really do like this shoulder pad design where it's a... So the shoulder assembly is right here, and it's one solid piece, and it just goes up and down. But the arm goes around the hinge, and then goes up and down, and it doesn't move this at all. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, and I feel like that's why they have his hands like this, just because he's so rotund and his arms will always be kind of out because he's just bulky. As long as you put his hands behind the skirts. But yeah. And what should we do? Alright, now for robot mode size comparison, here is little soldier, little UNSC soldier, Lego Marty McFly, and here is Iron Factory's pipes, or I call them the collector. So yeah. As for features, so like I said, he does have a head changing gimmick, or kind of just frontal lobe changing. Guess you can say these are personality units or whatever. So you get one for each turtle. And I guess the first one we'll go ahead and show off is Leo, because everyone likes the leader. And yeah, I think just having a band would look so much better. I kind of wish they did more of a, like, oh, we turned Metalhead into the party wagon or something like that. So instead of giving him just the plain Jane green head, give him like the yellow headband, or a head that looks more like Metalhead. I don't know. So yeah. And another feature, if you don't want him so rotund, is you can take just the whole front of the van off. If I can take it off. Here we go. There we go. Now he looks more like a turtle. Slimmed down, you know, Nutrisystem, whatever. But you'll notice he's got a belt buckle, but it doesn't have his initial. Well, what you do with that is you open this up, and then you can slide through all the initials. And we can give him his katanas. Just slide that in there. Slide that in there. Now we got Leo. Oh, and what's cool about this is, so instead of just having the piece just sit around, you can flip out this port. If you can get it, it's kind of tight. There we go. You can flip out this port and plug it into the forearm, and is it in there? Yeah, it's in there. It's not a very deep port, and give it a shield, which honestly doesn't look bad as a shield. But usually I kind of just leave it off to the side. I do wish that they did put a port kind of in the middle, so that way we could just stick it on there or something like that, because the spoiler is actually on a port too, but it's also got some little grooves for the sides so it doesn't rotate or anything like that. No, I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Yeah, the shell's kind of annoying. Doesn't really want to sit there. So there's Leo, Raph, and as you can see, I got his little size and the belt buckle, and Donnie. Although I do have to admit, Donnie's he's not my least favorite turtle, but for this figure, it's my least favorite just because of the staff. Because, I mean, that's a really short staff, and and with how it is, it kind of just looks like he's holding just one single nunchuck and stretching out the chain. Like, really no good poses to get him in, especially since he actually can't hold the handle in the middle. So it kind of just kind of looks like a stick. So, not my favorite. Not my favorite weapon out of the four. I mean, I've always liked Donnie. I always thought he was cool, but for this figure, no. It really doesn't work. Which, I mean, I kind of get what they were trying to do. Trying to, get all the weapons to the store, but I just feel like there was a better way. So, yeah. And last but not least, Mikey. Which he will stay for the remainder of the video because I do not feel like changing him back and putting the rest of the weapons back on him. So, yeah, so that's all 4 turtles. Now, he has decent articulation, but due to the nature of this design, he's just bulky and kind of clunky. So, kind of has a good Shogun armor-esque, especially with these shoulder pads and the hip panels. But besides that, it's kind of clunky. So it's got a ball joint at the head, so you can look up decently. But if you have one of the named turtles, besides Party Wallop, this little bandana nub back there kind of gets in the way sometimes. Just a little bit, but most of the time you'll probably have them looking to the left. Or their right. Look up decently far. I'd say that's pretty good. And the shoulders are on a swivel right here, so it can go all the way around unhindered. Can go up that far, which that's pretty good. If you need to go up, you can just do that. Has a bicep swivel right above the elbow, about just under 90 degrees. Go the other way too if you also need it. Wrist can do that if you need it. Keep in mind it takes the panel too. Hands are on a swivel, but if they're holding something, it will hit said panel. Has hips, hindered by skirts and shell. So waist can rotate about that far before you start bumping into stuff. Yeah, you can like kind of move it around. So hip panels, hip skirts, they're on these hinges right here, one at the base and then one right here, so you can flip them around and all that. Hips can move forward that far. Goodness, all these joints are tight. And move that far. Yeah. But I don't think you'll be moving the leg that far for any reason. Can do splits if you get everything out of the way. Mostly. Bring that back up. I said bring that back up. Thighs rotate all the way around. Mushroom peg. One of those double-headed mushroom pegs. Knees. Let's see how far we can get them. About, probably, yeah, a little over 90 degrees. And ankles pivot that far, which has a pretty good ankle pivot. So yeah. Now when the shoulder panels move up, down, side to side and all that. And these can rotate if you need it. And the guns can, the guns can move, but they don't move forward, which kind of sucks. Wouldn't be cool to have like an onslaught thing going. So yeah, that's about it for Party Wallop. A lot of fun features. It's just a really fun figure. If you're a hardcore Ninja Turtle fan, or if you like Transformers and this just caught your attention, or heck, you just want to get something that you think's neat. It's a neat figure, that's what it is. It's for those who are just serious collectors or people who just think it's neat. It's something for everyone. But it is at a leader class price point, so buyers beware, I guess. But yeah, definitely recommend it. Would give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. So yeah, that's it. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and have a great day.